Oh, yes. What a swim out here on Amity Island, high on Metal Map from CC Rock. And you know, this month is a great show. We have got Great White on this show, and these guys are gonna be hot, live from the edge of Palo Alto. But you know, swimming out here in Amity Island, you know, people always say, you know, you gotta be careful because, you know, there's lots of stories about this big fish that came through this area. But, you know, I really don't believe it. I just think that, okay, so maybe there's something, this is better than Universal Studios. Oh man, help! The water! Oh, maybe it's just a big guppy. Well, anyhow, stay close to CC Rock. We'll be right back, okay? Don't go away!
I've seen what drugs can do to people. If it doesn't kill you, it'll kill your soul.
Drugs are nowhere, and I'm talking from experience.
I've probably been through everything, done everything, took everything, and I can sure tell you that drugs are no way to go.
Don't lose your friends. Don't lose yourself. Don't be a fool. It's no way to rock.
Welcome back to CC Rock, and like I said, we are very lucky to be joined by the Great White, the biggest Great White of them all, Jack Russell. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Great White. I mean, you picked the name Great White, graceful, masterful, master of the deep. I mean, why the name?
It was actually a nickname I had for my guitarist back in 1982. I used to call Mark Kendall the Great White because he's very light complected. He used to dress like all in white, so just kind of a name that naturally kind of evolved into the name of the band over the years.
Kind of went with it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I remember the first time I saw you guys. It was like a dusk in Cal Expo at Sacramento's Cal Expo Amphitheater. You were opening up for Judas Priest. I remember it was like the big breakthrough, I have to say. I mean, you guys were hot. You were rocking that night. And Judas Priest was hot, but I mean, you guys were coming on strong for an opening group. I usually don't get that much into a lot of the opening groups, but you guys kicked some butt that night. How was it back in those days? I mean, opening for Judas Priest. I know you opened for a lot of groups in the beginning, and now you're, you know, doing a co-headline here with Dawkins.
Well, I mean, you know, we've always been where we're supposed to be. You know, I mean, Great White is always, you know, kind of like water. We seek our own level. You know, regardless of what the musical trends of the day may be, Great White has always, you know, tried to play what, you know, it's in its own heart at the time. You know, regardless of what, like I said, what musical trends are going on. We've stuck to our own thing, for good or bad. I mean, a lot of bands, you know, they try to change their, you know, place musically, and I think it's not a very good thing for them to do, because their old hardcore fans don't believe it's real, and you're not going to fool any of the, the newer fans into thinking that you're something other than you're not, other than what you are. So I think it's always good just to be yourselves and be happy playing what you like to play, and enjoy do the music for the reason you started out doing it in the first place, was because of the love of music.
Fallen angel, ripped and bruised, think on better days. Life is rude, treats you bad, tears your wings away. Raise your eye to star and sky, believe in flyaways. Take your dreams, your broken schemes, and sweep the past away. Fly, lonely angel, high above these streets of fire. Fly, lonely angel, far away from mad desire. Hollywood ain't paid with gold, it's just a trick of light. Sunset falls on stars of old and blinds you with its light. A spider's web of tangled lines lay stretched across the hills. From distances, it's glistening like El Dorado's halls. Let me hear you. High above these streets of fire, leave behind the mad desire. Michael Lottie on the keyboards.
And the whole scene. You're on Portrait now, which is, you have your new album, Can't Get There From Here. Do you feel it's a lot of what you did? You started off with type sound-wise, or what was it like making the album? And what do you think about it?
Well, the record from the first record to this record, there's definitely been a natural progression. I mean, hopefully, you improve at what you do over the years, or you realize that you suck and you quit. But I mean, the record to me, this is a great experience. I mean, this is musically where I wanted the band to be from the very beginning, but it took X amount of years for us to grow that much in order to get here. The record exemplifies everything that Great White has always been about. About bluesy rock and roll, about good melodies, good hooks, good background vocals, great guitar, and know, here I am, pat myself on the back. But I mean,
you're hot. You guys are hot, man.
It's a solid record, and I'm really proud of it. You know, I mean, it's a solid.
I listened to it a few times. I mean, it's funny. It got sent to me and without a cover and stuff. And I was going, oh, this must be in the early stages because it was, I guess, you know, Portrait just wanted to get some word out on it. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. Then I heard you guys were playing with Dawkins. We did a show with Dawkins last year, actually almost the same time of year, almost 2 months difference. Great show. And then when I saw the double bills, like, hey, this is cool. Because I mean, we've seen a lot of good double bills this summer. We saw Scorpions, Motley Crue, did a show with them. That was really a butt kicker. And then there's a lot of good shows. How do you feel? You guys were just on a big 4-bill with LA Guns, Poison, and Rat. I know Rat's also on Portrait. How was that?
Oh, it was great. It's fantastic. I mean, all the bands are all friends of ours, and we just went on a great summer. You know, I wish it would have kept on going a little longer. Hopefully, we're gonna do something with them again next year.
How come it never made it up here? Is it a tough nut to crack or what?
No, I think what it was originally everybody's not us, but I think mostly in the Poison camp. I think people were kind of wondering, you know, what it was going to be and how it was going to do, and we were really confident in how it was going to do. You know, as far as ticket sales went, and so they kind of like only booked a certain amount of weeks, and once they got into it, they said, well, wow, we could have kept this thing going. Well, maybe we'll just, you know, we'll leave.
Hope you're enjoying the Great White Show. I'm Metal Matt, and you know, the main reason for this little break right here is that lots of fans have come up to me and say, hey, Metal Matt, what happened to the album review? You're not reviewing any more albums. There's lots of good stuff out there. What's up? Well, I'll tell you what's up. First up is Gary Moore's A Different Beat. Some of you might remember Gary Moore from the hard rock days of the 80s, or his bluesy side of the 90s. Well, as the title alludes to, this is A Different Beat. Gary Moore playing techno rock, mixed with classic blues. At times it reminds me of that Volkswagen Jetta commercial when the guy and the gal are driving down the street to the beat of that kind of techno sound. Personally, I'd rather see Gary Moore team up with some of his old friends like Don Airey and Neil Carter and produce more of that hard driving rock they've done from the older days. But you know, like I said, this one, A Different Beat, is 6 cc's on the Rockometer. Next up is Ritchie Blackmore's Under a Violet Moon. Now anybody who knows 70s rock guitar knows Ritchie's classic riffs from Deep Purple and Rainbow. Well, this is not your classic Ritchie Blackmore. If you like going to the Renaissance Pleasure Fair and listening to minstrels play, then this is for you. Ritchie and his new vocal accompanist, Candice Knight, are great. It's a definite grow on you CD, and kudos for Ritchie for trying something different. Hopefully, he'll come out and play the Renaissance Pleasure Fair someday in Antioch, if it ever makes it there. 7 cc's on the rockometer. Next is Manowar's Hell on Stage Live. For you true metal lovers, this is the live answer to the Kings of Metal's latest review. I think there's a few bands out there who claim they're the Kings of Metal, but hey, Manowar is putting their best foot forward. Joey DeMaio and friends blast the roof off in this great double album from Metal Blade Records, and 8 on the CC Rockometer worth of power metal. Hey, and stay tuned to CC Rock for next month. We're going to have Joey DeMaio of Manowar on CC Rock. Check it out. Dream Theater's Metropolis 2, Scenes from a Memory is next, and what an album. I mean, great sounds and sequences and intricate jams and writing. James LaBrie and friends make this an excellent follow-up to 1997's Falling Into Infinity. It sounds almost like Pink Floyd at times, then it does a total change-up into ELP, and then just when you think you know it all, they blow you away with their own Dream Theater sound that only they could conjure up. A 9 on the CC Rockometer. Go get it. Next is one of my favorite groups, Saxon with Metalhead. This dark and mysterious world of heavy metal that only Saxon can conjure up is a true follow-up to Unleash the Beast. Band founders Dib Byford and Paul Quinn put together one of the best-sounding albums of the year with 11 tracks of magic. Opening track, Metalhead, is a definite concert opener. Conquistador with an interesting twist to Spanish guitar and heavy metal. Sea of Life is the finale, which proves once again why Saxon is one of rock's biggest unsung heroes of America. 9 cc's on the rockometer. Last but not least is Bruce Dickinson's Scream for Me Brazil, a live disc recorded in where else? Brazil, on Bruce's Chemical Wedding Tour. Great sounds and song selection for this just released piece. 7 cc's on the rockometer. Of course, as many of you know, Bruce and guitarist Adrian Smith have rejoined Iron Maiden and are gearing up for a giant world tour starting this summer. Keep close to your tube for more info on this worldwide event that promises to be a blast from the past. I'm Metal Matt. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
I wake in the night to find you on my mind. Deep in a dream, you'll always be till the end of time. I look in your eyes, they touch my soul. My love is hard to hide. I'm never alone when we're apart. I feel you by my side. And here in my heart, where no one else will ever be, I know you are. So lock the door and throw away the key. Save all your love, save your love for me. When I'm alone at night, you're all I see. Ooh, I wake from a dream and see you by my side. How could I belong to someone else when holding you feels so right? And here in my heart, where no one else will ever be, we made it so far. We'll
course, Don Docking are close friends. How's that work? And I know that he's helped you and inspired you here and there. How's your relationship?
It's kind of like a father and son thing, you know what I mean?
Who's the father?
Don. I call him
Don the father.
Yeah, Don's my dad. Yeah, we've known each other for a very, very long time, and we've always gotten along really well, and we've always worked well together, you know, writing songs together or doing something or other. So, you know, it's nice to be out on the road with them. You know, it's a lot of fun. Well,
going back to You Can't Get There From Here, Jack, we just interviewed Jack Blades actually up at Night Ranger up at Canoctai a little while ago, which was another one of those big grand 4-band tour thing that was just going on, and it hit the Canoctai. And you know, Jack was talking about, you know, the 7 album and stuff like that. I know that you had some input a little bit here and there on the 7 album. You had some backing vocals, but then Jack, of course, co-wrote and helped produce the new one.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, he's a monster of a producer. I mean, this is his first project, and you know, I know he's doing other things now. We've also got another project coming up with myself, Cece DeVille, him, and Bobby Blosser. That's going to come out on Porch also.
Cool. So it's be like a combo thing, huh?
Yeah, it'd be a side project. So
super rock bands. I love it. Contraband, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's not Amity Island. This is not my vacation. I'm actually here in the Clark Memorial Swim Center with the Walnut Creek Aquanauts. Say hi, girls. Hi! Won lots of gold medals. These girls are great. A real exciting thing to see, to go down and check them out sometime. They have a couple big shows during the year. Definitely a must-see. So, like I said, definitely go check out the Walnut Creek Aquanauts when you get a chance. Like I said, you got in touch with CC Rock, give me a call at 925-933-6264. You could also email us at ccrock@mytvchannel.com. Now before we go, we're going to try a little move here, because I always wanted to be an Aquanaut, and I think this is my big chance. If I do good, maybe I'll be in there. So here we go. Infinity and beyond! Okay, maybe not.
And I will find the time to make you mine. And if your love goes bad, if it makes you sad, see your hands. Help me out here, Palo Alto. Come on, man.